Hey, what's up? GC Hero here, coming at you with another kind of deck profile. It's like combo guide. Today we'll be playing my FA deck. Been tweaking this deck. This is the current version I've used to climb this season. Definitely subject to change. I will be making later videos as those changes come through. But this version I felt, there were previous versions, but this version I felt is pretty solid. I'll go a quick brief rundown through the cards specifically. Despot's part of the Auroradon combo with Mecha Phantom Beast Cult and Auroradon. I'll show that in the video. FA Auto Navigator is very important to the FA cards. She's a tuner. So when she's summoned or special summoned, she'll be able to pull one of your field spell, which is very important for the FA archetype, to your hand. She also can be special summoned via taking levels from your FA monsters. So all the FA vehicle monsters share an effect that when an FA spell is played, spell or trap is played, they actually gain a level and attack points. So she can actually take those additional levels and become that difference, and so special summon to the field at that level. So for instance, if you had level 4 and it gained like 2 levels, is level 6, she'll take 2 off the top, come in as a level 2, and then your monster will return to 4. So that's very nice. Gizmeki Naki. I love the names of this game. This is just for getting to Auto Navigator. When he's special summoned, when he's on the field, you contribute 1 machine monster whose attack and defense are the same, and then summon another machine monster whose attack and defense are the same. Auto Navigator is at 0/0, so he's a great way to get Auto Navigator. We use the Speedroid package at the moment. That's for nice extension plays. Cherry Top can special summon itself if you have no monsters, and also we'll grab another Speedroid monster, Takitomborg. Takitomborg will summon itself if you have a wind monster, can special summon itself if you have a wind monster. And most of the FA monsters are in fact wind, which is fantastic. 3 Ash Blossom, Cult Wind's part of a combo. Hang On Mach, very great card. Gains 300 attack per level. Everything like all the other FA monsters, he will gain a level. But what makes him unique from the others is the fact that he actually, once he reaches level 7, he needs an additional ability. This ability allows him to, all your cards that go to your opponent's graveyard are banished instead. A one-sided kind of banish effect. Very powerful. Whip Crosser's effect is pretty cool. When he reaches level 7, you actually disable your opponent from activating effects from the hand. So nice little kind of like floodgate there. And then Dark Drax, so if you have a level 7 FA monster, you can special summon this card. He can give up about 3 levels and a turn, and then he can pop a card on the field. Only playing 1 of him, because that effect is nice, but not too crazy. Terraforming, define our field spells. Foolish Burial Grounds lets us dump UA penalty box, which lets us go into our Hyper Stadium. Hyper Stadium, when it's a UA card, as you can see, but it's always treated as an FA card. When Hyper Stadium hits the field, he will allow you to grab a UA or FA monster from your deck to your hand, and then go from there. Also, you can activate his effect if you have another field card in your hand. You can reveal that, and you'll get additional normal summon for an FA monster. FA City Circuit Grand Prix. Circuit Grand Prix increase the levels of all your FA monsters on the field by 2 during the battle phase only. Once per turn, when your FA monster destroys a monster by battle, you'll be able to draw a card. Off-Road Grand Prix is another great card. You'll get 2 levels during the main phase only. An FA monster you control is destroyed by battle, you can discard a random card from your opponent's hand. It's a little bit of protection, as you kind of like go 1 for 1 in trades, and sometimes 2 for 1 for trades. Rarely. And then City Grand Prix increases the FA monsters. This is probably the best one other than the UA. These 2 are the best you have, but City Grand Prix is really cool because that'll give you 2 levels during the main and battle phase. Also, your FA monsters cannot be targeted with card effects while this is on the field. All the field spells except for Hyper Stadium, but all the FA field spells share an effect. That effect being when it is destroyed, you'll be able to get an FA card from your deck and add it to your hand. FA test run. You can target an FA monster you control, change its battle position, then destroy one card on the field. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you will destroy a card on your field and special summon an FA monster from your deck. Very powerful. This is a very powerful effect, and of course, it's a quick play. You can play 2 Called By as well. Solid hand trap. And Martial Metal Marcher, I already decided a couple of things I'm looking to replace this with. Haven't really came up, haven't really been useful. Hero of Arclight, there's combos that you end with Arclight, Barrel Lord Dragon, and FA Drags Don Dragster. Don Dragster being the FA Synchro, where you win the FA Synchros, gains 300 attack like all the others per level. You can also inflict piercing damage, and each time a spell or trap, once per turn, when your opponent activates a spell or trap, you can negate it. Omni Negate, as well as not allowing your opponent's hand to think cards from their hand or deck to the graveyard. Ruins a lot of decks. Part of the combo, we use Context for the combo. Baron Race 4 is great, so lets you pop a card, typically on your field spell, and then she'll summon a level 2 Rose token. So not only do you get the draw from the field spell, but you also get the token for use for synchros. Wind Pegasus Attic Nicer card lets you pop back row. Also, if another card of yours is destroyed while he's on their field or graveyard, you can actually send a card back from your opponent's field back into the deck. Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend is a good generic level 8s. When he's special summon, you can just kind of wipe the board of all special monsters, summon monsters. There, that's too crazy there. Barrel Savage Omni Negates. The Mode of Transport is the boss monster of the FA monsters. When he's level 11 or higher, cannot be short of battle or effects. Upon reaching level 13, once per turn, you can target one FA monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Combo piece, and then good generic cards. FA Shining Star GTs and other negates. Hasn't really come up too often, honestly. And Barricade Blocker lets you find things, and that's the deck. And then good generic stuff there. Alright, let's get into some gameplay. Alright, GC Hero here, coming at you again. So let's go through like a bit of a play-by-play. Rules burial goods to get the penalty box out of our deck, as well as grab the Hyper Stadium, play Hyper Stadium, get a draw, get Dark Draw Stars. We already have our combo there, pieces there. He uses Hyper other effect to split in on the normal summon, go into Hecky Fibrax. Hecky Fibrax will get us Despot 001. We'll go into Auroradon, using those pieces. Auroradon's going to be cool and give us 3 tokens to use. And because we simultaneously summon 2 or more machine monsters, Despot 001 is more than happy to join the party. We'll go ahead and get a Christian Quantex. We'll sacrifice both tokens to get Colt Wing and get 2 more tokens. This will also trigger our Despot 001's effect again. We use Quantex and a token to go into Don Dragster. We'll use 0101 and Burlowed Savage Dragon on the Colt Wing. There's a key interaction. I'm just going to pause this just for a bit to explain something here. So FA Grand Prix only triggers in the battle phase, which is great because you only get the 2 levels in the battle phase, which allows you to go ahead and activate your Don Dragster to get 1 level, because then you can summon your Auto Navigator as level 1 and sync it off to go into Herald. Now ending our board with 2 Omnigates, Spell and Trap Negation, as well as banishing anything sent from direct from the deck or hand to the graveyard, banishing any of those. This is a good effect. We don't really know what to banish against these guys. But I didn't know he was trying to get the Galaxy Dragon into his hand, so I decided to stop that. I also didn't feel like doing the Photon Sanctuary. We don't negate that as we're not too worried. Go ahead, get a Hyper Stadium. He denies the value, but we deny it because we have Burlowed Savage Dragon. We're kind of a big deal. Okay, hang on, Mac. It'll give us another level because we activated, but that's the end of game one. I can see that's the initial board you set up. Very powerful combo all around, nice. Alright. Now we're gonna look into the going second play. Quick note, we ought not to ash the plot desires. We want to ask something that specifically says what he wants. So we have to ash that. Terraforming bot scares us a little bit, but the pendulum kind of ended him on the field spell wasn't too scary. So kind of standard stuff for a combo. Navigator. We already have a field spell in hand, and we have the one we wanted for this combo anyway already. But more cards equals more value. Pay the tax to get additional normal summon. Putting this combo off. Taking the Maxi challenge. And once you take the challenge, we are fully committed to having to kill in this stream. Luckily, putting out 8,000 damage is quite possible for this deck. We were somewhat afraid of the Ash, but we did have plays that would allow us to play through the Ash. Okay. Cool. We're gonna keep going here. Now we're gonna get a key interaction here. That's a very important note for this form of the combo. Alright, a couple things. So we want the FA City Grand Prix. We want this because this will get us 2 levels during the main phase. And then we are not gonna activate Don Draxler's effect to get another level. Let's stay at 9. This way we can get a level 2 Auto Navigator. So take the levels from him. Then we can sync these off into Garden Rose Flora. Or effects us to pop a Fields card. So City Grand Prix, allowing us to get a draw. Normally we'd want to get a test run here, but we already had a test run in hand, so we go for the Don Draxler. Now we will get the effect. Go into Wind Pegasus. Because we have the test run in our hand, that's the reason I summoned Draxler in defense mode. Test run will switch its position. So switching him into attack mode and then popping a card. Getting an additional level. Astrograph Sorcerer, but we have Barrel Load Savage Dragon to deny that value. Let's speed that up. And you see, then Don Draxler's level 7, so we can get Dark Draxler out. Of course, Circuit during the battle phase will give these 2 more levels, as well as a level for activating them, their own effects. And we can put out quite a bit of damage with this deck. With some disruption. We also had another destruction effect on Dark Dragster there. So we were looking really mighty fine there. And that's kind of going first. You saw the going first, you saw the going second. This is a good example of what happens when you don't get such a great hand. What we're forced to do. Going second, go for Maxi. We're able to get Maxi. I've cut the Maxis from the deck, as I felt he wasn't really that needed. But I'm gonna go here. Unfortunately, don't have access to our UA Stadium nor our Auto Navigator, but we can make Hang On Mech into essentially is preventing our opponent from sending things to the graveyard. Pops our field spell. We use Test Run to pop his gates, while giving our Draxler another level. And the nice thing is, continue getting that like Dartwall effect, level 8 now. Unfortunately, less points in offense than attack. Go for the Maxi again. You can see, I want to show this. This showcases what how kind of devastating this can be. Like this preventing him. He can't really do much. Right on its own, even though my hand was pretty awful, I was able to just kind of shut him down. So many cards need to send cards from the hand to the graveyard, or from the deck to the graveyard, and being able to prevent that value is just fantastic. And thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Any feedback is welcome. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Here's the deck list one more time, and you have a great day. See you around.